Welcome to this video, guys. So in today's video we are going to be finding the value of x in this particular equation. Okay, don't be intimidated by this equation. It's very easy to solve, and as usual, pause the video right here and attempt this problem for yourself. I've given you the options. A is 0, 1, 2 or 3. So if you solve this question, you should be able to get the answer. So comment below the answer to this question. What do you think? So pause the video right here and go solve it. All right, so if you've done that, welcome back. Let's continue and let's find out what the answer to this question is. Okay, so now this is what you want to do. We have 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x plus 1 plus 3 to the power of x plus 2 is equal to 39, right? So what you can simply do is to bring out 3 to the power of x. You can factorize it out. All right, you can factorize it since it is common on this side of the equation. So if you factorize, you simply have 3 to the power of x, or before we even do that, we can rewrite this as 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x times 3, then 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 2, right? I hope you understand. This line here is the same thing as this line. Okay, so since we know that 3 to the power of x is common across this left side of the equation, we can bring it out, we can factorize it out, right? And then we introduce a bracket. What will be left here will be 1, right? Plus what will be left here will be 3. Okay, and what will be left here will be 3 squared, which would be 9 in this case. Okay, we'll close the bracket and then we have 39. And from the law of BODMAS, we need to evaluate what is inside the bracket. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 9 would give us 13. All right, so we have 3 to the power of x times 13, which is equal to 39. And as usual, to get the value of x, what you simply do is you divide both sides, that's dbs, by what? 13. Okay, so when you divide this side of the equation by 13, you will be left with just 3 to the power of x. Okay, and that would give us 39. When you divide 39 by 13, I'm sure you're going to get 3. So at the end of the day, we have 3 to the power of x is equal to 3, and which is to the power of 1. So when you cancel out the base, you realize that x is equal to 1, right? X is equal to 1. So the answer to this question in reality is B. I hope you got that correctly. But if you're in doubt, as to whether this particular answer is correct, let's just simply do a quick check. Let's do a quick check to find out if our answer is correct. You can always do that to verify, and this check is also a way for you to solve this problem without having to go through this method. Okay, if you have in an exam condition, you can simply substitute any of these values into this equation, and then that could be a shortcut for you. All right, so let's check if our answer is correct. So what we have on the left hand side is 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x plus 1 plus 3 to the power of x plus 2. When you put in x here, this becomes in place of x, you have 3 to the power of 1 plus x here becomes 3 to the power of 1 plus 1, then 3 to the power of 1 plus 2. Okay, so when you evaluate this, 3 to the power of 1 is 3, and then 3 to the power of 1 plus 1 is 2. That's 3 to the power of 2. That would be 3 to the power of 2 plus 3 to the power of 3. And of course, you know that that would be 3 plus 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Then 3 to the power of 3 is 27. Okay, you can verify that we have 30, and this will become 9. So you can see that we are actually on point. Okay, so thank you for checking out this video. I hope you got the gist. I hope you're able to follow along, and if you have any question, you can simply drop it below. If you have any other method that works faster than this, of course I would want to learn from you as well. But if not, why not subscribe to the channel, stay connected, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.